But I mean, and you know, Eric, we were actually talking about this last week, and it's something that I did want to talk to you about on the stream with Steven. We talked about this way at the end, Steven, and I wanted to talk about it first. We were talking about babies. We were talking about product versus babies here. I know, Eric, I used your anecdote about your boy with the game on the thing. We're going to talk like Goodfellas here. This is going to be like gangsters. It's that guy with the game. He's got the game on the thing. He's got a lot of downloads with that game. You know that guy with the thing?
Right.
You know, right? So he's got a lot of downloads with the thing. He's got this game, right? And so I'm wondering, like, that's his baby, right? He's not giving that baby up. And we were talking on IRC. I was saying, man, I figured that would just be like a product. Like, you hit the lottery, boom. You know what I mean? You sell your house, you move to, Rhode Island, and you start living your beautiful life on your ranch or whatever. You know what I mean? I was asking Steven the same thing last week. I said, Steven, Militants, what do you think? Would you give it up to a publisher? You know what I mean? This huge, Zyngia comes along, whoever it is. Would you give it up? I said no, right, Steven? I don't want to put words in your mouth. You said no, right?
Not right away.
Not right away. There it is. All right. You're going to let him mature. He's got to go through high school. He's got zits. He becomes like a pimply teenager. And then you're like, you know what? You're heading off. You're going to Sarah Lawrence because I can't stand you. You're too emo.
Right?
Now, Eric, I think you were saying the same thing about Questor, right? I mean, that's your thing. Like, I don't think you would ever give that up. I don't want to, again, put words in your mouth, right?
Oh, $500,000. You got half a mil?
There it is. No. $500,000? Is that what it is?
Maybe $1 or $2 after Questor 2. But the thing about Questor 2, I mean, or Questor at all, it's like it's the game I wanted to make,
Right.
It's like I've been in this industry for a long time, and I've gone to like different game companies, and I've worked in different companies. And you don't own anything when you work at a company. So when you can do something on your own, it's it's your thing. You don't want to give it up.
My understanding is you got to even be careful about what you're doing in your spare time, depending on the contract you signed.
So true.
Sure. I'd flip sandwiches too to get my game done.
Yeah.
Hey man, you got to make those ends meet, bro. Chris just had to jump off to put his baby to bed. He knows it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm actually, I don't want to overshare here, but I'm kind of in the same boat as Chris, quote unquote. Like, I'm nowhere near as genius. That dude is brilliant. But I watch the kid during the day, jump on the code at night. Like, it's just something you got to do. You know what I mean? I wear a bunch of hats. I have an apron even. Forget about the hat. I got a skirt. I got all kinds of stuff going on over here. So, I mean, once you can actually, produce something that you believe in, like you said, Eric, this is something that you wanted to make. This is the game that you always wanted to make. I don't know how much client work you did, Eric. Do you do any like freelance stuff? Do you?
I did. I on Questor 1 for like a month. I got this job to go do this animation for this guy here in town in Houston, and it was just terrible. It was terrible. I hated it. It's like for 3 weeks I worked at some kind of like animation job.
I'm glad that
I got the work done, and it was in Flash. But it was just it didn't really like soothe the soul very much.
I got you.
I mean,
it didn't warm your cockles, is what you're saying, Eric. It didn't
That's right.
get you warm and toasty. Totally understand. Because Charles and I were talking about this earlier, and he was, we were talking about how Charles was saying, when he's consulting, he actually is able to interface directly with the client if he's subcontracting.
Right.
So I was super jelly after I heard that, because I get put in the corner. I talk too much, as you can see, so they don't ever want to talk to me.
Right. Yeah. Contract can get brutal. I mean, I don't know. It's like I didn't get into Corona to do contracting. Now that's the thing. So it's real hard for me to do contracting with Corona. I think I tried a couple of times. Because this one time, this guy named Mojave. He's this huge guy. He's got 1 million Facebook likes, and I guess what was that Kim Kardashian game came out? He needed a Kim Kardashian game. And it just kind of dragged on too long. I think it dragged on for like a week and a half, and I was like, okay, we're done. Not doing it.
Kicked us to the curb.
Kim Kardashian, Questlord.
And you should have stayed, because now she's making all kinds of dough. Did you guys see the Kristin Cavallari? She is the anti-vaxxer who's married to the Chicago Bears quarterback. She has an app. It's some random, web pop-up crap, like whatever. It just feeds you to her website. She announced her pregnancy on that app, man. Bananas. I'm like, who has this app? 1, 2, who cares that she's pregnant? 3, who's looking at the app to see that she's pregnant? Where is this Venn diagram overlapping? I do not know this client base. They're not playing Questor, and I know for damn sure they're not downloading Cigaretta. So I don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah, that's just bizarre. I would definitely get in the gas and oil business down here in Houston if I was gonna.
If you're trying to get rich,
then make some famous person's, pregnancy app or social app. Find out all the social deets.
Oh my god, deets. Oh, see, I don't say OMG. I'm so old. I say, oh my god. Over here.
Right?
How old I am.
Yeah, I think it's really good though for a lot of people in the community to work together and to stick together with different stuff. I see a lot of game dev stuff that's just like, oh, it's me, I'm solo, here's what I do, and they might share some work. But when it comes to the actual work, of like marketing and saying, oh, this guy's stuff's really good, you should check out this guy's stuff, it's really good. That's the kind of that's stuff that really excites me when I'm seeing game development. Well, one thing I've noticed is there's no more game jam, right?
I think the person who did that, I don't know if that was Peach or if that was Carlos or what.
Glitch games.
The last one was Glitch, yeah.
Was it Graham? Like, how much does he? I mean, I know they were deep in the trenches.
That already
for
happened.
Forever Lost. Right.
Yeah, they just released it. The third installment. It came out like last week.
Yeah. So I think that might be why they didn't try to organize it. I'd be down. I think it's a kick-ass idea, personally. We were talking about game jams last week. Yeah.
So they went to the first one. They went to the second one. They had a third one.
Yeah, they had a third Forever Lost that just came out. I think
the third game jam.
No, I think they only did the one.
No, they did two.
Did they do two?
I know and then me and Laura put that one together in December.
Oh, which I totally meant to. Actually, the little app, the little Screenshot Saturday app that I showed off on yesterday's Hangout was what I meant to do for that, and then I
didn't tip for shit.
So, Eric, are you guys going to do that again at Athena this year, you think?
Yeah, we'd love to. I mean, I don't know how much she's going to be into it, but I'll definitely jump into it. Corona was really supportive. She did most of the work on it. Yeah, I would actually like to be maybe I see the thing is I'm torn because it's like I don't want to be a judge. I wanted to actually do the work. You know what I mean?
Right.
We tossed around, I want to say, after a show went off the air like a month or two ago. I think we talked about how it might be fun to do like a month-long sort of slow burn jam, like a Corona Geek thing, and curate a series of shows around that, so people could, write in with questions or topics based on that. And it wouldn't be it'd be a long thing. I don't think it could be I don't even know if it would need a judging process, but I just think it's anytime you get people in different places working around a common theme and communicating with each other, I think it gets interesting.
Well,
I think an app. Go ahead, Eric.
Sorry.
You just described
one of the things that's interesting is how
World War I, World War II.
Attention the thing got. The thing got hardly any attention, right? The game jam, it got pretty good attention.
Are you talking about Ship Jam?
Ship Jam.
Ship Jam.
Ship Jam got hardly any attention, but one thing that's interesting in it is one of the apps that was in it just slayed it when it was released. It failed Ship Jam. It didn't get done in time, and it was really a little too over the top for Ship Jam, because Ship Jam was like, hey, just throw your crap that you've had an idea of, like, Zombie Walker or something. It was like supposed to be like, this whatever side game you have, fix it up and ship it just for fun. Well, these one guys, I think from maybe the Philippines, came in with a prison simulator.
Oh yeah, that did really good.
Killing it right now.
Like they got some review by some influential French blogger, and their French sales went crazy through the roof.
Yeah, the whole thing is like it's like a huge app, and basically you have it's like you have a guy in prison, And I think that actually, I think you're going to see a lot more pet games, even though that's a weird pet game. It's like, hey, this dude's in prison, cool. What? But I think you're going to start to see a lot more of those kind of games, like pet games.
Dude, we were talking about the Fallout bunker last week. I mean, that's gonna blow the pet game right out of the fucking like. Who is playing that game? Everybody. We were talking about that before. Jason was saying, "Wait, is that people? You know, we were looking at chicken or the egg kind of a situation with that. Is that Fallout fans that are telling other people about it, or are those other people that are finding this Fallout game and now they're gonna go to Fallout?"
The weird thing about Fallout is it's not that great. I mean, it's a good game if you have like an iPad 9.
Sacrilege. I got booed for saying I'd never played it. If you start talking about how bad it is, I don't know what's
we
gonna
were
happen.
talking about no. You're talking about the Fallout Shelter game, right?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, if you have like the original iPad, it doesn't run that well.
Yeah, but if you get past 40 people in Fallout Shelter, like going to your person request list, it's like it just chugs. Like how many people you have in your inventory group. I got up to 170 people. I think 200 is the max. I mean, it's a great game. It's just really buggy. Like there's a lot and now that they have the update, my game won't load. My 170 people in my vault, I can't get to it. It constantly crashes.